We just got some new information from the Hurricane Center. We are looking at a tropical depression forming at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The hurricane hunters are flying through this. They found a closed low-level circulation, and it appears that we're going to get a track at 5 o'clock on this tropical disturbance. So tropical depression number 2 is formed. If you're wondering where it was 1, that was back in January with our system that formed, which eventually became a Hurricane Alex. That was way back in January. Here are the forecast tracks. Of course, very high confidence in the tracks in toward the Carolina coastline and then turning it northeast after that. We are getting brushed with some heavy rainfall on the Treasure Coast, Stewart, down into Hope Sound, and even some showers and rain pockets across Fort Pierce. And this is kind of setting up to what we'll see as we get into the entire weekend. In fact, Saturday, Sunday, with showers and areas of rain coming in along the coast, but also some sunshine. It won't be a complete washout. So interesting day in the tropics. TD number 2, we'll have a track coming up at 5 o'clock. I want to toss it over to James. We have a lot going on in the weather department. We have a new forecast on hurricane season, too.
Yeah, today NOAA released their 2016 Atlantic hurricane season forecast, and it's really no surprise. It's about what all the other ones have been, and it's a near average season. 10 to 16 storms, averages is about 12, 4 to 8 hurricanes, and 1 to 4 major storms out there. Now, I was on the conference call during the whole meeting this morning and afternoon, and these are some of the reasons why they came about this forecast. We do have the El Nino is weakening, and actually it's flipping and turning into a La Nina. What that does to the Atlantic is, instead of having that strong shear that we had last year, we have less shear, which is actually going to allow those storms to grow quicker and move on in. But there's conflicting signals out there because we have very cold water way up in the North Atlantic. And yes, no hurricanes go up there, but what it does is strengthen this high and speed up these winds here, the trade winds. And when we have those fast-moving trade winds, well, that makes it tough for storms to form. Now, where are the regions we're going to see storms this year, too? Because of those strong trade winds, we probably won't get a whole lot of these long tracking storms that move across the Cape Verdes and then move all the way across. We could get 1 or 2, probably not a lot. The main region is going to be the Caribbean, everything close to home, the Gulf of Mexico and just off our coast. Remember last year, nothing was in the Caribbean. Well, we have Erica that moved in and then kind of dissipated as it moved over the island of Hispaniola. So a very quiet season in the Caribbean last year. This year may be a whole different story. Steve?
All right, and of course you can catch our hurricane special. It's coming up not this Saturday, but next at 7 o'clock, packed with information on this year's hurricane season and what you can expect. So showers and areas of rain, and also a new track coming up on our tropical depression at 5 o'clock. We'll have the latest on that.